In my eyes, it is pretty much solidified that the Chicago Bulls are now pretenders. Now, I don't mean this to say that they are a bad team, because by no measure, let me look at it real quick. NBA standings. They're the second best team. Sorry, they're the second best team record-wise in the league. You can't be the second best record team halfway through the season and be a bad team. You know what I mean? They're obviously a great team, and they've obviously battled a lot of injuries and still been able to maintain a great record. But they are like something like 2-13 when versing teams above a 600 win percentage. And while that may seem like a lot, a 600 win percentage basically just means above average. Well, most teams that are going have finals aspirations are above 600, and the Chicago Bulls are not successful in versing those kind of teams. So that just lets you know that they are not a championship contender, and the reasons for this, I mean, would have to be the defense. And sure, you could say Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso are injured. I'm a very big Lonzo Ball fan, and I am an Alex Caruso fan, and they are obviously great defenders. But when you have two guards that, share minutes, and those are supposed to, it's definitely a part of the problem, right? And Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso both play all defense at times. But, that's not going to be the difference between a championship and not getting a championship. I mean, a lot of the things that the Chicago Bulls do is going to, those kind of things get, locked down in the playoffs. You know what I mean? All that 3-point shooting, all of that kind of gets shut down. Also, you know what I mean? This will be a lot of guys' first times in the playoff at the end of the day. I mean, Lonzo Ball. You got Lonzo. You got Io, my bad. Vuk. Has Vuk been in the playoffs? I'm not sure, but you know what I mean? It's just it doesn't seem like a playoff ready team, and maybe if this season wasn't so stacked, it'd be different, but you just had the Harden trade to the 76ers. You got Miami. You got Milwaukee. I mean, Atlanta, they're on the rocks. The Celtics have very much picked up. So I think that just kind of shows that, unfortunately, because I'm not a Bulls fan, but I'm a fan of what they have going on with their organization, and they have a great team, great guys, but I don't know if this is a championship team. They don't play championship level defense. And I feel like they are starting to figure things out, so who knows? Maybe Lonzo and Caruso come back and it just shows everything's figured out. But, I think you give this team another year or two. They do need better rim protection. Vucevic is, a great offensive center at times, but defensively he's just not it. And I know you signed Tristan Thompson, but I don't think anyone should be saying that Chicago is a true contender. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not the case. Great team, not championship level team. You know what I mean? You got to be able to separate those two things. Nuggets look like a great team with Jokic playing for them, but they're not a championship level team at the moment. Michael Porter Jr. comes back, Jamal Murray comes back. You know what I mean? That's a championship level team. I mean, let me give you some other examples like Timberwolves, Nuggets, Mavs, Jazz. Great teams, not championship level teams. Celtics, Cavaliers, Raptors, great teams, not championship level teams. Wow, that's actually crazy. The Nets are the 8th seed. You know what I mean? But it's just going to be tough getting past Miami, 76ers, Bucks. I mean, you're not getting past any of those teams with poor rim protection. Jimmy Butler going to the rack, Bam Adebayo going to the rack. Then you got Milwaukee, who's stopping Giannis at the end of the day. That pick and roll would kill them. And then you got the 76ers. I don't got to explain that. James Harden, one of the best scorers in the league. He knows how to finesse his way to the rim and take contact. And then you got Joel Embiid as well, one of the most dominant bigs we've seen since Shaq, honestly. So, you know what I mean? it's just not their year. I think they come back next year healthy. You got Patrick Williams, you got Lonzo and Alex Caruso full healthy. You got things figured out a little bit because we saw they struggled with Vucevic and things like that earlier in the season. But, they'll have things more figured out next year, and I think we could see a championship level team.